Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Comparison episode number 3, where we're going to be comparing Roasty and Barbatos. So first things first, the background is all black right now. I can change it to... I thought I could change it, hold on. My shortcut isn't working. Let me refresh this. I can change it to white if you guys want me to, or I can leave it black. Let me know in the comments. I'm checking them out right now. And also, I want to start off by apologizing for yesterday. I know I was supposed to stream, but unfortunately I couldn't due to some issues. So now I'm streaming today. And because I didn't stream yesterday, I actually had a surprise secondary stream. So I'll also be doing that today. It's going to be at around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So 5 or 6 hours from now. And that's just so I can get more people involved in the comparison series videos. So it's going to be another comparison. I'll talk about that at the very end of the video. And is it loud? Really? Random? Okay. And then please let me know if the music is fine. I have it really low. I think my audio should be fine. So yeah, we're going to get started. Barbatos versus Roasty. Let me know. White. Black for Roasty, white for Barbatos. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I could do it like yin yang kind of thing. All right. So let me see. First things first, make sure to get on Discord if you want to be a part of the comparison. If you want to give your opinion on who do you think is better, make sure to join Discord. There's a link in the description, and then you can just go to the waiting room, and then I'll be pulling up random people. However, I'll only pull up 2 people at most because I think if we put 3 people on, then people tend to talk over each other, and then you guys can just give your opinions. So yeah, there is going to be another stream. I'll talk about that towards the end. And I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. I recently hit 15,000 subscribers, which is insane. So thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who has donated. Thank you to everyone who just continues to watch my content, even the other episodes I'm making, especially Battle Cats, since I keep doing a lot of Battle Cats. And let me switch. I'll put white on Roasty too. Let me refresh that. I should also be having other videos coming out today. The test today video, maybe the gangster Vanos video. But anyways, that's another topic. Let's get into this comparison. We have Barbatos, who has a power of 3,476. He has a life of 28,350 and a speed of 3,380. Roasty has a power of 3,531, which is slightly higher than Barbatos. Life, 28,350, exact same as Barbatos, and speed, 3,355, a little slower than Barbatos. Barbatos' trait is immune to nightmares, whereas Roasty's trait is immune to possession. And as for skills, we'll debate that as we go. So I'm going to start pulling people from the Discord. And let me pull up Nick. Let me unmute myself. Nickel, you're on.
Hello.
Hey, so who do you think is better, Barbatos or Roasty?
That's actually a hard question. I don't think there's right or wrong answer.
Oh yeah, or I should have said that. Or do you think it even matters?
I think actually, in some ways, Barbatos, because actually, well, I just don't know. He's got, I think I can give himself extra turn with 100 damage and stamina regeneration, which I think is OP. And basically, Roasty can do that almost exactly the same thing, which just actually gives himself triple damage and extra turns. So
okay,
I'm not sure.
If I can interject, let's talk about those 2 skills. Barbatos, his Blood Covenant skill, it takes away 20% of his life, of his current life. He gets energy regeneration, double damage, and an extra turn. Roasty's similar skill, Soul Offering, it takes away 50% of life from all of your teammates. You get triple damage and an extra turn. From those 2 skills, which one do you think is better, if there is one?
Well, I think actually the Barbatos, I think is OP, and I don't know why they haven't nerfed it yet.
I agree with you. It is the most powerful self buff game or self buff skill.
Yeah, I think they should just take away the life regeneration. I think that just if they change that, then I wouldn't just say it's overpowered, but it's what it basically is. And a good thing that he doesn't give him some accuracy, because then then it would be very overpowered. Just
Yes.
imagine that.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
Then actually, I don't know. Maybe they actually, if that happened, maybe they did actually sell him for a bit more, like for 300 gems, because he would be OP then.
Hmm. So let's shift gears to Razul. What do you feel about the fact that he drains 50% of life from all of his teammates? Because that could work against you in multiple situations.
Yeah, that actually could work. But if you have the right team, then
Yeah,
I don't think they could be in trouble if you have Baspert, which actually she can give double life and a 50% shield. And if you have any healer,
yeah. Any shield,
like,
any Earth monster, really.
yeah, and if you have like healer which can heal you, like Sina Natura, she can heal 55% of the life if you use the right skills for her. Then she can heal over that 50% damage.
How about other skills? So we know those self skills are pretty powerful. What about other skills? Who do you think is better, Barbatos or Razul?
Well, Barbatos, because he's have AoE burn and Master of Pain, which actually takes away whatever amount of his life. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure how much
Master of Pain
this took.
takes away 30% of his max life.
Okay.
What about Razul?
Uh,
I think he has a possession skill, if I'm not mistaken. Ethereal Gash. He can actually possess, which makes him pretty versatile. He has another skill that applies 2 random negative effects to a target, which again, sometimes you need that luck, and you might land a good deny effect.
yeah, that's true. And he also have, I think he also have the skill which you call steals life and gives him a 20% stamina, if I am right.
Let me check. Oh, we're talking about Razul.
Yeah, Russell
What skill? Steals life. Oh yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah. It's one of the skills group one skill. Darkness within. Steals 50% life, gains 20% stamina.
yeah, was actually, he's got any cooldown.
It has a 2 turn cooldown.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I was thinking that was actually good skill, but now, because I haven't looked at it, now I know it's just cooldown.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, like, if it was actually having any cooldown, that it was actually a perfect skill for him.
I mean, it's only 20
'Cause,
damage though, so that's not that strong.
yeah, but actually, he could actually heal himself after using
Oh yeah, he
that.
can triple damage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see your point. Interesting. So I'm just gonna go
So
ahead and
then,
ask, like, if you could only pick one of these monsters, since, like you said, they're both attackers, they're both pretty good at what they do. Who would you go with?
um, probably Barbatos.
Barbatos.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Because actually, I think he was elevatable for a bit longer, and Brazil just actually came out not that long ago.
Hmm.
So, and I already have like 55 cells of Barbatos, and I have like none of them of
Yeah,
Brazil. That's
yeah,
still the second point.
yeah. Barb, for a lot of players, they probably have Barb, and if they wanted to, they could rank them up. Although,
Yeah.
like, do you even need to rank up a Barbatos or Razor? They're pretty powerful, just base level 100, unless you're going up against people that have 130s. I think they're safe. They can probably take up like ranks 105s.
But I haven't actually got Barbatos, so actually I will like need to even craft him
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
myself. See myself how powerful he is.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right. Anything you want to say? Any last thing?
Um. Hmm, let me think. Yeah. There's one more thing which I need to ask all of your board viewers.
Yeah.
Would you actually like to see Armor doing a live stream, which he talks about the future updates in the game? Would actually your viewers like to see that?
All right. So if you guys listen to the question, let me know in the comments. I'm reading them, and then you can check for yourself. All right, Nickel.
Okay,
Thank
so
you for being here.
you're welcome anytime.
All right. Thanks. All right. Uh, I'm putting up 2 people now. Demon and Slime Studios. You guys are on.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Um,
So same question. Barbatos, Razul, does it matter? Does it not matter? What are your guys' opinion? One at a time, please.
Slime, you want to go first?
Now you can.
Okay. Well, for offense, I would use Barbatos. In defense, I would use Razul.
Interesting. Can you explain?
Like Barbatos, he has them damage, like the damage moves, like he has a self buff, of course,
Yeah.
and then he can use like Hellfire that would instantly wipe out the team. But if it was on the defensive, like the AI, like they probably won't do like Hellfire, like they won't do like Blood Covenant and Hellfire.
Mm-hmm.
So in Razul,
I have a. Would you trust Razul on defense though, given the fact that soul offering takes away 50% of life from your whole team? Would you trust the AI with that skill?
with what skill?
Soul offering
The
removes 50% of life from all allies.
Well, it gives himself an extra turn and triple
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
So that means, and it gives him an extra turn. So basically, he can do an attack that would wipe out an enemy or the whole team if possible.
Yeah, I think it really depends. Like, if I was going up against a person that had Razul, and I outspeed Razul, and I was able to inflict major damage on the enemy team, and then the AI was to do soul offering, can you just imagine if it just kills its own team before it even gets a chance to attack? It's interesting. It's risky, I think, for me. But I do see your point. I don't think Barb on defense. I don't really see him working that well either.
And Razul has a possessing skill.
Yes, yeah, which is actually really good. He's more versatile, for sure. What about you, Slime?
Well, personally, I would use Barbatos more because, say, if you were using the skill that drains 50% life from all targets, with that attack, you could, like, it's not a big chance, but you could miss all the enemy team members and you're down half your life, so you're much easier to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And with Barbatos, it's only with your current life, and with Hellfire, it'll be a lot easier to kill enemies.
I agree.
Yeah, so I would have to say Barbatos is better.
What about for defense?
Well, it's kind of you choose. If you really trust Razzle to use the soul offering first, if you can outspeed him, you can have a try on defense, like trying to kill the enemy team, like saying war.
Yeah.
For defense, but with Barbatos, you can't really go too wrong with him because there's basically a set skill for Barbatos, which is Blood Covenant, and then Hellfire, which is personally what you want to do.
Interesting. So both question to both of you: if you could only pick one monster to have one dark attacker, would it be Barbatos or Razul?
For overall?
Overall, like yeah, Monster Legend says you can only have one dark monster. Barbatos, Razul. Who do you pick?
Probably Barbatos.
Barbatos for slime. You demon.
Well, it depends on like the concept because like I know like Barbatos has faster speed than Razul, of course, and it depends on the setup. So if if the team speed is like better than the other enemy's team, so I'd probably go with Razul. But if it's not, then I'll go with Barbatos.
Okay. So I think at the end of the day, it always does depend, right? It depends on the team, the enemy team. There's so many factors that actually come into this.
Yeah.
All right, I'm reading chat. There's there's people are arguing both sides. Some people say Barbatos, some people say Razul. So I'm curious to see what other people say. Thank you guys for being on. Any last thing you want to say?
No.
Nothing really.
All right, thank you both. I'm gonna be removing you and pulling up more people.
All right. Peace out.
Thank you, thank you. All right, Moo Cop and oh, I can hear echo. Can you somehow stop that?
I think my phone has
Okay.
both.
And
Sorry.
no, that's fine. In that case, I'm gonna let you talk more, and I'll try to talk less. So go for it. Barbatos versus Razul.
Okay, so Razul is better because he can the triple damage. Sure, the 50% life is bad, but and also that he can then usually if he has a few strength runes, good strength runes, he could just wipe out the entire enemy team. He could also either possess Barbatos or apply some negative effects. I'll kind of. This is a little bit hard because they're both really good, but I still think. I mean, the 90 damage for Barbatos is amazing, and Blood Covenant is useful too. But I think it's a little bit. Barbatos kills himself like a lot more. With since 20% health reduction, that's 60% health reduction over. Isn't it 3 turns?
So the way Blood Covenant works, it's 20% of your life, your current life, which means even if you had 100 HP, you could still use the skill, which is pretty overpowered, I think.
But if you were to use maybe Master of Pain, that would kill you.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with Master.
Yeah.
So interesting. I like that you are a Razul supporter. You said Razul over Barbatos.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's see if anyone else agrees. Any last thing you want to say?
No, I'm good.
All right, thank you for being on. All right, this was awesome. So Moo Cop actually favors Razul over Barbatos. Pretty brave, since most people have been favoring Barbatos over Razul, and his reasoning was that Razul can possess, he can apply negative effects, even like the negative 50% to his team. That's really not that bad considering triple damage and then like an AoE. That's enough also to kill all of the enemy team. So pretty interesting. Let's see what more people have to say. I'm gonna pull up 2 people. This is PVT Pile and Nerik 4445 on Discord. You guys are on. Hello? Maybe. All right, let me try one more person. Freddy Gamer, you guys are on, or you're on, I mean. Freddy, you there? The awkwardness of live calls. Your boy Lorenzo, are you on? Is it me? I don't think it's me. Let's just drag everyone in here. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Awesome. You are live.
Oh.
All right. So, question: Barbatos or Razul? Who do you think is better?
Wait, one second. Let me take my notes because I have.
Oh, go for it. Awesome. You have notes.
So just to get this started, I think that Barbados is just overall better.
Okay.
Because Barbados has much more higher damaging skills. With I think he has a 19 damaging skills.
Yeah, Master of Pain, 90 damage, no cooldown, drains 30% of your life.
Yeah, and so Barbados can easily one-shot people. Meanwhile, as it comes to Razul, even though he has a higher attack, if you don't have attack runes equipped on him, like really high ones, it's not like he can compete. Not like he can be better than Barbatos.
So you're saying like Barbatos, even with lower level strength runes, he can still one shot because Master of Pain is so powerful.
Yeah, and in terms of ultimates, I think that Razul here has the advantage because like in the wiki says that Barbatos with his ultimates gets like 100% heal per target.
Yeah.
Is that true?
You know what? I don't know if it's 100% per target. I know it's dependent on how many targets you hit, but I don't know if it's 100%.
Because if it was 100%, why would you care to get three times 100% healing?
I want to say it's not per target because I agree that doesn't make sense. What's the point of per target?
Yes, so if we are in a scenario where both Barbatos and Razul gets ultimates, Razul ultimate is just better because both of the monsters are attackers, and if Razul doesn't kill the entire line, he still has nightmares to like finish the targets.
Wait, so comparing Barbatos to Razul's ult, yeah, Razul he steals life 100% from each target it's AoE, steals 100% life from all targets and nightmares. So pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
Both do 60 damage.
Yep.
But Razul's damaging skills aren't that high. His highest one is a special based one, 50 damage that also possesses. And since a lot of dark monsters have immune to possession, like if Razul doesn't one shot someone and has immunity to possession, then like why do you even use Razul instead of Barbatos?
Well, here's an interesting question. You know how you said Master of Pain 90 damage, really strong? Keep in mind that Master of Pain is dark based, so against a dark monster, it's going to be dealing half, which is 45 damage. In which case, Razul has a special based 50 against a dark monster. It's stronger, and it doesn't cost 30% of his life like Barbatos does.
Oh, well, I mean, Barbatos' ability that gives him an extra turn and also triple damage.
So that makes up for it.
Costs him more HP than Barbatos one. And Barbatos is also faster than, how do you call it, than Razul.
Yes, he is. Few points, they make the difference.
I mean, in a team war, there are always two legendaries. You can also go for the other element, not the dark one. And Razul can't go for the dark one if it has immunity to possession, so they're even at this case. Because Razul, I don't think that he can one-shot someone with the special based one.
Yeah, it is.
If it has life runes.
Without runes, 50 damage isn't that much. He could always use his self buff, but that is at a huge cost of his allies' health.
Yeah, but that's one point why Razul is worse, because he also drains health from your team, which limits the options a lot, because like you can't have teams that recover life. So you need to have a team that recovers life if you want to use Razul. Or you just want to one-shot the team as soon as possible if you want to...
For Razul to be more effective...
remove HP from your team.
Yeah, you need shields, you need life recovery, you need something that compensates for that. Or you could give him increased accuracy so he can for sure land the hit.
Meanwhile, Barbatos can go with a support, a denier. Doesn't really matter for him.
Alright, so final thoughts? Barbatos or Razul? I think I know what you're going to say, but just so the audience knows, who is better?
Barbatos, for sure. Barbatos.
Alright, awesome. Thank you for being on.
Hey, wait.
Go for it.
Armor, can I say a suggestion?
Yeah, go for it.
I think that before the stream starts, I think you should put 2 different waiting rooms. In one waiting rooms, like who wants to defend Barbatos, and then who wants to defend Razul. And when you do a live stream, with two people. They debate with each other on which monster is better.
Oh, that is
One
very
day,
yeah. That is awesome. I didn't think of that. Thank you so much. That is
yeah.
awesome.
Bye.
I'll do it for the next one. Thanks a lot. I hope you can join me on the next one.
Okay, bye.
Later. All right, awesome. So that was a great suggestion. Doing two waiting rooms, one on the defense of a monster, the other one on the defense of another monster, and then you guys can debate. And that I think that'll be awesome. That way, it's not just like everyone favoring one monster. Because I loved when that person came in. I think it was Moo, when Moo came in and defended Razul. So I'm gonna be pulling two more people up. Make sure that your Discord is working. Make sure your mic is on. I am looking at Discord and YouTube, so I can see some of your guys' mic. You were away, but now it's working. So I'm gonna be pulling you back up. Nerik, you are on. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going? Let me pull up one more person.
Okay.
All right, I hope he's there. Tara, are you there? Is your mic working?
I'm here.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
finally.
Finally. All right, great. So, same question. Barbatos, Razul, one at a time, please. Go for it.
Tara, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I go Barbatos.
Barbatos, and why?
Like you maybe saw it in the general chat. Like what I sometimes used to do is spam double form with Blood Covenant. Sometimes until you get your ultimate, but I'm not too sure. Maybe it didn't happen to me a lot, so you die from it. But the reason why to take Barbatos is his special damage AoE is very useful in Team Wars, while Razul's is dark damage and mostly the dark monster will survive.
Do you think he can survive even though you have triple damage on? You think the hit you take from the dark on dark is just too much?
Yep, it's still too much, and you also need to know some dark monsters are immune to nightmares, most of them.
A lot of them, yeah.
So they are also immune to the negative status effect, and they would take way less damage than they would usually do.
Yeah, that's true. And like nightmares, it's only 5% of their life compared to burning, which is 15%.
Yeah.
All right, so Barbatos, what about you, Nerik?
I think I'm gonna go with on attack. I mainly use Barbatos. I don't have Razul, but I looked up on his attacks, and I think he's better on attack because it's much safer than Soul Offering. Blood Convent is much safer than Soul Offering because you can just go with double damage, get an extra turn, and get energy regen, which, by the way, Soul Offering doesn't have. So let's say if you attacked once and with Razul and you have Soul Offering, there is the chance you might not have enough stamina for some attacks.
That's true.
And if you use a Blunt Covenant, you will mostly recover the stamina you used on Blood Covenant itself. So it's very useful. Also, Hellfire is special based and it's an AoE with Burning, which is much better than Nightmares, like Tara said. And what I do think that Razul has in favor of Barbatos is his possession skills, which for some monsters it might possess them, especially against another Barbatos, which is immune to nightmares. So you can possess another Barbatos and essentially have Barbatos and Razul on your team attacking the enemy team. So, but again, both of them I think more suited to attack less than defense, because defense is for the AI as to decide for you what skills to use, and most of them you have to do it in a certain order in order to be effective. So let's say in the first turn you do Ethereal Gash, and then the enemy attacks, and then he suddenly decides to use Soul Offering, and then you're dead. So
yeah,
I think you should use Razul and Barbatos on attack. On defense, I would use neither.
Yeah.
But if you twist my arm, maybe I would use Razul on defense with his possession.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, when it comes down to it, you really shouldn't be using any of these monsters on defense. It's way too risky. You can Barbatos. You can possess Barbatos. He does have an extra turn skill, so there's a chance he can walk away from that possession and with double damage and come back at you. But you never know what the AI is gonna do. If the AI had better control, that'd be nicer. But yeah, realistically, both of these are attackers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
more in favor of Barbatos.
yeah, what I also want to add is Barbatos is way stronger in single target damage than Razul.
Yes, that is
Yeah,
true.
the 90 damage is unparalleled in any monster in Monster Legend, I think.
Yeah,
And
and
also you can also use Barbatos for a fight since his two heavy damaging skills run on no cooldown.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy that Barbatos, being as strong as he is, like you would think his greatest enemy would be a tanky monster, but the tankiest monsters are Earth, which Darks have an advantage over, so that makes Barbatos even stronger.
I mostly, when I use Barbatos, I have free strength fruits on him, and I one hit a tomb with Master of Pain and Blunt Convent.
Yeah, he's amazing. Barbatos is, like you guys said, like no, his damage output to a single enemy is insane.
Yeah, I think it was 90 damage, right?
Yeah, 90 damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think there is a skill other than Barbatos that does 90 damage to a single enemy.
Not even monsters like Ultimate Attack are 90 damage. It's crazy.
The closest I can think of is Hercule's ultimate, which does 80 to all the team.
So, but one thing I also don't really know is sometimes I have no idea what I should pick between Master of Pain and Demon Heart. Like both of these skills are very heavy single target damage skills. The one does less damage but drains less stamina, the life. I mean, the other one deals more damage but costs more life.
I think you should go with Master of Pain because essentially these skills I wouldn't use them more than once in a fight because then it becomes too risky. So I would just use Master of Pain and use it once in a fight maybe, and that's it. Because if you use twice, even Demon Heart, you're like 40% health down, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, I agree with. When it comes to Demon Heart and Master of Pain, I had that same issue, but then I decided Barbatos, like Master of Pain, is the kind of skill I want to use one time only. Like regardless, Demon Heart or Master of Pain, I want as much damage as possible, and even if it's 5% more, that's fine. And as a low-level player, when you're starting off, I think since you don't have the best runes, you're really going after that damage output, so you want that 90 damage skill.
Yeah.
So I think just because I ask everyone, Barbatos or Razul, both of you guys go for it.
I'll go for Barbatos.
And what I also want to say is what I don't get sometimes is, so I ask you, is do you see the point of ranking up Barbatos?
Yeah, I mentioned that in a previous call. Like, you really don't have to. Razul and Barbatos, they're the kind of monsters. They're too powerful. Like, the only reason I'd consider ranking them up is if all of my enemies had level 130 monsters. And that's just because they get the speed advantage. That's the only reason I would rank them up. But I think a Barbatos can easily take on a 105 or even a 110.
Yeah, I never reached, I haven't reached these levels, but I did recently the survival dungeon with Frostbite, Barbatos, and Demise, and I steamrolled most of the enemies even when they were like 10 or 15 levels above, because of the single target is so insane.
What's also good is you can prevent all damage you can take from Razul. How is it called? His triple damage skill.
Soul Offering.
Yeah, Soul Offering, which drains 50% of life of all your allies. That's a huge risk and a big cost. And there are some monsters that can prevent that, like Scribe. As you know, he can give immunity to dark damage skills.
Yeah.
And Razul's Soul Offering is a so all your allies won't take any damage.
Yeah, and in the right team, Razul can kind of overpower Barbatos. Like, if you have Timerion, it can do space time. Scribe, as you said, immune to dark attacks for your team.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, like, if I want to go with triple damage, I'll just go with Repti or something, because he does triple damage without risking the loss of the match, because you just triple damage if like I want to do, I used to do this combo like Repti with speed runes, and I go triple damage on Barbatos, and Barbatos with triple damage Hellfire, and I wipe out the team.
Yeah.
Which, so
Yeah.
it's much safer, and you don't need to drain 50% of your entire team's life.
All right, so
So I basically value Barbatos more, basically because of his Hellfire skill, since it's special damage and it applies burning, and special damage always deals the same damage to every monster.
yeah. All right then. Thank you guys for being on. I'm gonna pull up and other people on. Is there any last thing you guys want to say?
I think that's it.
Yeah, Tara.
So yeah, I go for Barbatos.
All right, Barb.
Last time Barbatos.
Barbatos.
All right,
all the way.
Thank you too for being on.
Thank you. Bye.
Later. All right, so we have 2 more votes for Barbatos. I'm curious if there's anyone that wants to come on and defend Razul. Let me know on the Discord. I'll put you up next. For now, let me pull up Roasty, you're on, and Jupiter JP, you are on.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Going well.
Oh, okay, so question. Barbatos, Razul, who do you think is better and why?
Well, I would have to go with Razul.
And why is that?
He has more versatility, and speed does not matter. It comes up to your deny monster. Strength is what matters, and Razul has better strength.
All right, can you defend that position? Because everyone has been saying, or not everyone, all but one person has said Barbatos up until you now.
Now, why would you don't? I don't think the dark element on your AoE matters. Considering you have triple damage, it does not matter at all.
So triple damage, and you're saying dark attack versus dark monster. Because of the triple damage, that makes up for it?
Yeah, it should make up for it. Like it's triple damage, and if not, you have your like special moves that can also possess, which is awesome.
So I'm not sure if maybe someone in the chat can correct me. Sorrrry gives you triple damage, and then Souls of Rise is initially 30 damage, but against a dark monster that would be 15 damage. So I think if it's triple to 15, that would be 45 damage, maybe.
Which is not too bad.
It's not too bad, but it's not strong, and you also inflict nightmares. Whereas Razul is double damage, a 30 damage skill, which is 60 damage, and it gives burning, which is way stronger versus a dark monster. But if I'm wrong, someone can correct me in the chat. But alright, let's operate under that assumption. Souls of Rise, it doesn't matter, especially if you have high level runes. Like if you're a high level player, maybe if you have like high level runes, it doesn't matter, really.
Yeah, it's just...
Have you used Razul, or do you have Barbatos? Do you have them both?
Well, I wish I had Razul, but all I use is Barbatos, so that's all I got.
Okay, so let's go back to Razul's other skills. You mentioned he has possession. I think he actually has 2 possessions.
Which are like 50 damage, right? Which is like really good.
Yeah, special based, so no problem taking on a dark monster. Even if you don't kill them, you can possess them, unless they're immune to possession, which some of them are. But most people run deniers like, I guess some of the deniers are immune to possession.
Well, I don't think Krampus is he?
No, he's immune to freeze.
And everyone runs a Krampus on defense.
Yeah, I agree. That's all I ever see. Yeah, so it's interesting. Just based on my mathematics, I don't think Souls of Rise would kill a dark monster just because of that dark on dark, that 50% less damage. So I don't know. Let's say you're wrong about that, the triple damage than Souls of Rise. Would you change your opinion and say Barbatos is better, or are you still sticking with Razul?
I still wouldn't change my opinion.
Okay, cool.
In terms of usability, I don't like the repetitiveness of just, hey, Blood Covenant and then Hellfire. I like some diversity.
I can see that, yeah. Razul gives you more flexibility. He has skills wise, I think I'm personally a fan of Razul, being able to possess, inflict 2 negative effects. You never know when that can come in handy. Whereas Barbatos, he's a straight up killer, you know. Boost, kill. He does that. He does it really well. There's no denying that. So if you want to switch it up, Razul is nice. And I agree with you too. A speed at the end of the day doesn't really matter because it's up to your deny to immobilize the enemy.
I also like Razul's design a lot better.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love Roswell's teenage form. I wish that was his adult form.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but not a developer. All right, cool. Any last thing you want to say? So I'm glad you're a fan of Roswell. So hopefully we can get more Roswell fanboys over here.
I can say, fight me, Terra Crank.
All
You
right.
can fight me.
All right. You guys just go to general and debate. That'd be fun. Actually, I should have had both of you on. Well, I'll do that next time maybe. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, thanks for being on.
Yep.
All right, that was awesome. Another person that likes Roswell over Barbatos. Let's see if we can find any more people or more people to defend Barbatos. Let's see what we get. I'm going to be pulling up Night Doom. You are on. Let me also pull up
Okay.
Deb, all right? Give me 1 sec. Hey, Deb, you there? All right, his microphone is off, but he'll probably be here soon.
Okay.
All right. So, Night Doom, go for it. Barb or
All right.
Roswell?
I'm gonna say Roswell.
Awesome, another Roswell. Awesome, let's go. Why?
So I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if you've heard this, but if you heard the way I'm gonna say how Roswell is better, but I'm gonna provide numbers.
Oh, go for it. Awesome.
All right, so Roswell has a higher power than Barbatos. That's for sure. And so assuming both, I'm comparing the two monsters, assuming they both have 3 level 5 strength runes. Okay.
Yeah.
And so let's see. So if Roswell does his combo, which is I believe Soul Offering, his triple damage,
Yeah.
triple damage thing, and I forget the name, I'm sorry, but
The
his
AoE?
AoE,
Sorrrry.
yeah.
Yeah, Sorrrry.
Yeah, sounds right. It will do about like 33,600 damage around there.
On a regular monster or a dark
Yeah,
monster?
on a regular monster.
Oh, so no way it's gonna kill a dark.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
this is with level 5 strength rune,
Yeah.
so if it was higher, then maybe.
Yeah.
And so if in Barbatos's case, then with 3 level 5 strength runes, he does Blood Covenant,
Mhm.
and if he does a Master of Pain, he does 32,229 about. So
Oh,
it's still less.
Really? I thought Master of Pain and Blood? I thought it'd be more.
I think I might be wrong, but
I think Master of Pain is 90 damage and Blood is double, so that'd be like a 180. Whereas Soul's Offering was triple and Soul's Arise is 30, so that'd be 90. So that's interesting. I feel like
well
yeah. Go ahead, continue.
If my calculation for Master of Pain is wrong, then Hellfire would be about 23,000 damage with Blood Covenant too.
Mm-hmm.
So it does less damage, but it's special base. That's true, but I would still say Roswell is better because this was calculated with level 5 strength runes, and if the strength runes were higher, then it will do more damage to the dark monsters, and maybe it will kill them. I didn't quite do that, but I don't know. It probably will.
Yeah, I guess it would depend on the strength of the strength runes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I imagine if we're talking like level 10 runes, Souls of Rise should have no problem taking on a dark monster. I think that's the advantage though that Barb has. He doesn't need high level runes. He needs lower level runes, and he can take out the dark monster easily. All right, that's interesting though. Yeah, I'm really curious if anyone in the chat wants to check it out. Because just mathematically, Souls of Rise triple damage, Soul Offering triple damage, Souls of Rise is initially 30 damage. So you triple that, you get 90. Whereas Master of Pain by itself is 90. So you double it should be like 180. But yeah, if anyone in the comments or Discord wants to check, please let us know. That's interesting.
Also, so people say that the Soul Offering is bad because minus 50% life of every monster, but honestly, does it really matter if he removes all that life, because he's gonna wipe out the enemy anyway.
Yeah, I'll agree to an extent, because I'm the same way. Like, most games go your way. Most games you deny. After you deny, you pretty much win with an attacker. Most games are like that. In player versus player, it's even easier. You give someone that give you increased accuracy, and you can't miss. So yeah, I'll agree to an extent. I think the main counter argument is just like, there is still that chance you may miss. There is still that chance you may fail to immobilize, given a lot of monsters now have hardened or tough. So if you do fail, all of your monsters are at risk of dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm still glad that you like Razul over Barbatos. It's really interesting. Any last comments on them?
Nope.
All right, thanks for being on, Night Doom.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up 2 more people. I'll give Dib another chance and Roasty. Roasty, I hope you are there. Let me put Roasty up first. Hey, Roasty, you are on. And Dib, you are on. Hey, Dib.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good, going good. I want to get your opinion on the Barbatos versus Razul comparison.
Yeah, I saw that pop up on my phone after I got off work today. I actually was thought about it as I was eating too. I ate after work, and Azul and Barbatos. I think we discussed about it before. Like they basically, like we did have a discussion one time. They basically do like either it's like, would you like milk or would you like milk? Essentially, they do the same thing.
Yeah.
In this situation, the milk explodes.
Yeah.
Everyone's covered in milk, and all of them are apparently lactose intolerant because they're all dead. But I thought about this. I generally thought about it. What are the advantages Barbatos has over Razul? The thing with Azul is obvious with what he has over Barbatos with the special damage, single target moves, and the triple damage. I figured out something that he, like Barbatos, like besides the burning, of course, the special AoE, like the obvious stuff. I thought of one thing that kind of troubles Razul.
What's that?
AoE blind. Like
AoE
if he gets blind. If Razul gets blind.
Okay, go for it. Explain that.
All right, so I don't believe Razul gets precision with his triple damage, correct?
He doesn't.
All right, so in a situation where if they ever make, I don't know if there will be ever like a dark monster. Is there any dark monsters like blind at the moment? Or like just any like
no one.
The only monster with AoE blind at the moment I can even think of is Invarf, or at least the people that run it.
Yeah, no dark monsters come to mind. I'm assuming one of them does have a single blind, maybe like Jabeline or someone, but no one comes to mind with an AoE.
Yeah. I think as soon as they make like a monster that does a like blinding, like a popular competitive monster that blinds besides Invarf, I think that's when we will start seeing that that thought of it I had just had, of the fact that Razul isn't immune to blind. So it's not a guarantee. That's another thing. It's not a guarantee land alt at that point, and that just raises the risk. To say who's better, I want to say at the moment, they didn't. In all honesty, they do the same thing.
Yeah. So then I should ask, like, you personally, you have to pick one of these monsters to have, and you can't have the other. Who do you go with?
I want to say, ooh, that is a really good one. It's a good one though. I want to say, I kind of want to say Barbatos.
Barbatos.
Here's the reason for that. In a war, it's usually a 2v2 war, right?
Yes.
There's always going to be a dark monster that's a guarantee, and you can't really kill the dark monster with the AoE dark move. I honestly don't think so. Have you had a situation where you didn't kill the dark monster with the dark AoE?
I think it depends on the runes. If we're talking high level runes, you possibly can. If we're talking like the average middle level player, like level 5, 6, I want to say I don't think so. It's like 15k damage.
Maybe I should have said if this is a situation where we're running max runes or like the average store runes.
Yeah, I think when we talk high level runes, I should have asked people like, would your opinion change if they were max level 130? Would you still want Barbatos over Razul?
Because there are different situations. It totally depends on where you're at in the game and totally the level of power. Razul obviously has more. There's no denying that Razul has more firepower with that triple damage. Triple damage has always been, a lot of damage. It's like when you ever use like Reptile and apply it to literally anything, or Fenrir apply it to anything, that like all the hit point box is gone because it does that much damage.
Not to mention,
it does so much damage.
I think you can stack, right? The double damage. If you double damage Razul first, then he triple damage. That's stackable. So
you can stack. So I think like in terms of like a better offensive, like in terms of just like organized play, Razul will work phenomenally well. In Team Wars, it's usually never like that. Usually, because it's usually 2v2 fight, so it'd be a denier and your other monster.
Yeah.
I guess suppose one of my main concern is not not denying the dark monster again,
Mhm.
or just like because it's always going to be the dark monster. I don't think that's because it's usually Krampus, right?
Yeah, that's normally the
It's usually
go-to.
Krampus.
Yeah.
Is there anything like what would you think would not go in well in that situation, like in terms of a partner with that? Like I know the obvious like thing we would have with either Razul or Barbatos, but like I don't. Is there anything really that can compete against Krampus's speed?
The only dark
Besides
monster,
water?
or the only dark monster that can actually compete and immobilize would be Jabaline. So,
Well, I'm not talking about like in
a
terms
different
of dark
element.
monsters.
A different element.
Yep.
I think he's the
Mhm.
fastest AOE denier in the game currently.
Yeah.
We have a lot of
'Cause
single. We have a lot of single deniers though. We can get a Blob, a Galante. No Galante, maybe Galante.
Galante.
Yeah, there's a few that have like they can immobilize single turn.
Because you
Yeah.
just have to. I guess again, it only depends on what you're fighting, and there's so many different things you can fight in this game.
Yeah. So just like overall, like I know it's hard to think
Overall.
of all the scenarios, but I think if we were to
Yeah.
boil it down and count every scenario, one of them has to take like one of them has to win. So who or just you? Who would you personally pick? You said Barbatos
Right.
earlier. Are you sticking with that? I love this.
Yeah, it's so hard because I'm trying to think of like because you have to like if I play Razul, I have to have it in mind that I can deny everybody that I'm for sure gonna deny everybody because some people actually run the generals and stuff like there's always that 35 meme chance
Yeah,
to not
yeah,
get you
yeah,
AoE.
yeah.
And yeah, I'd like to say Barbatos because he doesn't take everybody's hit points. I like to
Yes.
have everybody alive.
It's
or
safer.
at least everybody in good. Yeah, I would
It's a
like
lot
the safe
safer.
option. Yeah.
All right.
Razul does phenomenal damage though. Yeah.
Yeah. So any last things?
Depending on your choice of playstyle, it's only like in all honesty, if you guys are actually torn between one of these two monsters, don't really be torn too much about it because they all, in all honesty, they do the same thing. they do a lot of damage, and I think these are like huge. These are in all honesty, they're probably the best attackers in the game. In all honesty, in terms of like not like breaking the root, like more and more terms like Voltic, but in an overall sense, they have extra turn moves. They give self double damage buff, which is essential. I mean, like essential for all attackers. We use this. It's the main sweeping method. Like sweeping method, like just a quick game. People love the quick game, and these guys are full capable of that. And these guys are both, in all honesty, if you are torn between one, don't just either one is very acceptable.
Yeah. Great ending. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. They're both fantastic.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Deb.
Thank you for having me.
And then just I don't know if you probably didn't catch earlier. There's gonna be a second episode. I'll announce it after I finish this stream. So hopefully you can join us on that one.
Oh, I'll totally be able to.
All right. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pull two more people. Partly Ska for 20. All right. Let's see what you have to say. And Anthony.
Oh, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing? I'm back.
All right. Awesome. I would love to get your opinion on these two monsters.
Okay. So the way I play is I'd rather have a monster Barbatos since the Greek mythology maze.
Mhm.
And after a while, it is kind of boring. So I think I will have to go for Razul just because he's just so diverse and you can really do a lot. He gotta be an attacker or a denier. So I think that's just really awesome.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you prefer Razul. He's more flexible, more variety. Bartos is pretty straightforward. Buff, attack, and that gets boring after a long time.
Yeah, but if I'll say if we're going for the attacker without just because his I don't know if his AOE is 35 damage or 30 damage.
But it's I can check for you. It's 30. Hellfire is 35 damage. Oh wow! I think I was saying 30 earlier, so it's even stronger than I said before.
I think Razul's is 30.
Yeah, Razul's is 30.
And that's actually and honestly that can be a difference. And also Barbatos on AOE is special while Razul's is dark, and guess what? Razul's has nightmares while Barbatos actually does burning. So his AOE is definitely way much better.
Yeah, I would have to agree. There's I love special based attacks. I love DOT. Burning is, I mean, next to quicksand, burning is the best.
Yeah,
But,
I think
yeah.
why if you're a new player, I think a lot.
Wait, am I on?
And that's actually and honestly that can be a difference. And also Barbatos. The background is kind of repeating in the background.
I think that might be partly Skull. I'm gonna remove you for a bit, partly. All right, Anthony, go for it again.
As I was saying, another thing is if you're a new level player and you like Barbatos, I feel like a lot of people think he might be risky, but like I have a question for you actually. I don't want to get too off the topic.
Go for it.
But I don't think Nox is actually a monster worth dying just because situation.
Nox the Condemned VIP?
Yeah. And then, I don't want to get too off the topic, but
I mean he is also an attacker. He does a similar thing that these two monsters do.
Yeah, and as I was saying with Barbatos, if you see my name, I actually got my name from Barbatos, Anthony Covenant.
Yeah.
He's actually been like one of my favorite monsters since the hell out. He just looks so like I really love his design. He just looks just so awesome and stuff. Yeah. Looks like you don't want to mess with him.
Yeah, exactly.
If you had to pick one of these monsters,
that's a tough one. I've been asking everyone, but that's a tough one. I think I'm like you. I love Barbatos. I appreciate his strength. If I had to argue over who's a stronger attacker, it goes no doubt to Barbatos. But I also get bored of that repetitiveness. That's why I don't like using metal monsters like AoE Magnetize, then AoE 45. That's why I stopped using Voltic. I get tired that he can easily win. So I personally would also have to use Razul just because he's more flexible. But
I'm actually using Apex on my PvP team right now.
That's cool. Yeah, mix it up. It gets boring after a while to use the same overpowered strong team.
All right, that's all I really had to say. Also, I think I have an idea for you next.
Hey, go for it.
Gretchen and White Pandoff.
Gretchen and White Pandoff. So everyone on the chat, Gretchen and White Pandoff, let me know what you guys think about that. All right, thank you, Anthony.
Great having you on. And also, congratulations for 50,000 subscribers.
Thank you so much.
All right, see you later.
See you later. All right, I am going to be taking in 2 more people. Hopefully you guys are there. Let's get your boy Lorenzo. Are you on? Yes. You're talking, but I can't hear you. So I'm gonna drag someone else on, see if you can fix whatever's a problem. You might have yourself muted. Basketball Legend 123. Basketball Legend 123. You are on.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
So I personally think Barbatos is better.
Okay, and why is that?
Because if you use Razul, you'll probably like if you have him, you can just use the mice, but it won't do as much damage, and the speed won't really matter if you use them both.
Mm-hmm.
And if you use the mice with Barbatos, he won't waste any health using Hellfire.
So you're talking about in like player versus player.
Yes.
Okay, so Barbatos over Razul in PvP.
Yes.
All right, and that's because you can pair it up with like Demise, and then you don't need to even use blood. Yes. You don't. Yeah. All right, I can see that. Out of curiosity, what would be like your ideal PvP team? Demise, Barb, and who else?
Deities.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can deny in case you need to. Cool. All right. Anything else? That was really fast. Barbatos. I mean, there's a lot of love for Barbatos, no doubt.
Nah, that's all.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Basketball Legend 123. You're on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. I think Razul is better just because he has a all ally triple damage support. Like he can be a supportive monster.
Wait. Hold on. Let me stop you. He has a what skill? All ally triple damage?
Yeah.
No, he actually doesn't. I'm gonna read you the skill, okay? Yeah. It says it's a self skill, so it applies to himself. He removes 50% of life from all of his allies, and he gains 1 extra turn, and then he gains triple damage.
Yeah, I saw him in battle. It says it has him do it for all our allies.
Really?
Maybe bind or something.
When was this? Because I think I've used him recently, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't give. I think if he gave triple damage to all of the allies, I think people would instantly love Razul.
Alright. But still, that's still an overpowered skill.
Mhm.
Just because Razul is such a great attacker, I believe he has an AoE, so like
Yeah.
after he uses that, he can probably wipe out the whole enemy team. If he stacked up with strength, he can wipe out the whole enemy team.
Mhm.
So I think that's a very good move. Just because
What about Barbatos? He can give himself double damage, and he also has an AoE, and he can also pretty much in most situations wipe out all of the enemy team.
well, Barbatos, he has 100 double damage, so that's a disadvantage. But I don't know. Like they're both like really good, but so I'm not like sure. I think I'm still gonna go with Razul.
All right, so still sticking with Razul. No, that's cool. I appreciate it that you prefer Razul over Barbatos, because it's hard to go against the grain and say Razul is better. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
All right, thanks for being on. All right, so as I keep streaming, we get more and more people coming out saying they prefer Razul. I really like that. Hopefully, there's a few more people out there that prefer Razul, and they can explain why they like Razul. But I think we are getting to this common consensus that at the end of the day, they're both attackers, so it doesn't really matter in a team wars if you can deny the enemy and any of these two attackers land their hits, you're pretty much gonna win. And like something with Razul, even if you don't land the hit and like your team, they are like negative 50% life, at least Razul can still possess if he needs to. He can inflict negative effects. So he's I don't know. I guess let's just see what more people have to say. I'm gonna pull Hosen, you're on, and Deathblade, you are on.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Awesome. I'd love to get your opinion on who do you think is better, Barb or Razul?
Okay, I think Barbatos has an advantage on blood convent because he's doing 20% of his life double damage and energy regen extra turn. But Razul doing 50 on his entire team.
Yeah.
And if Barbatos do that, he can go for master paint and kill whatever he wants. Enemy attacker or even a supporter.
Yeah.
He has a 100% accuracy. But if Razul do that, he might miss. So that might be lose his war in his fight in war. And in trade, I think Razul has an advantage.
Yeah.
Over Barbatos.
So the question I've been asking everyone: if you could only pick one of these monsters, who would you pick?
I would pick Razul because he's immune to possession. He
you know what? Let me just interject. No one's brought up the traits. So Barb is immune to nightmares, whereas Razul is immune to possession. So go on.
I use Razul for defense for his immune to possession. He can't be possessed by even like Mami or other dark monsters. But Barbatos can be possessed, that can wipe his entire team.
Yeah.
I would choose Razul.
Great, that's great. One thing, even if the enemy possesses your Barbatos, even though he doesn't inherently have the trait immune to possessions, because he has an extra turn skill, he's in a way sort of also immune to possession, which I think is great for Barbatos.
Yeah, but what if after that turn?
After that, then
He get immune.
you're right. After that,
Immune
yeah. After that, unless you're running his other extra trend skill, which is Devil Form, which not that many people run, you're pretty much lost there.
Yeah. That's why I chose Rasul.
All right, cool. Any last thing you want to say? I'm glad you also prefer Rasul.
No, thanks for having me.
All right, thanks for being on.
Thank you.
All right, so I think that's pretty much it. If anyone is in the Discord right now and I didn't pull you up, please let me know so I can pull you up and then you can say whatever you want to say. So I'll give it a time for this to air since there's like a 30-second delay. But you know what? I came into this thinking it was gonna be lots of love for Barbatos, and it pretty much was up until we got that one brave soldier. I think it was Moo Cop or something. I think it was Moo Cop that said Rasul. A few more people came and defended Rasul. So I'm really interested if anyone else wants to defend Rasul. Now is your chance. If not, I think it was really scattered. Like even myself, I would have to say in terms of raw damage output, Barbatos is gonna take it. Rasul, in terms of skills, I prefer Rasul's skills. He's more flexible, so it depends what kind of player you are and all of that. And we have one more person that wants to come out here, so let's see what he says. Partly Ska 420, you are on. Or Party Ska. Sorry, you're on. I hear you talking, but I can't hear you. So see if you can figure that out. Yeah, Terra also put it in the chat, in the YouTube chat. Possession doesn't matter if you use extra trend moves. That's true. Having it's crazy. Monsters that have an extra trend skill, they're pretty much immune to possession without even having that trait. So they have their default trait, then they have this extra trait. So that's pretty cool. I'm still waiting on Party Ska. And let's see. I love this. I think when this video gets released, I'm going to create a poll. There's going to be a little annotation where you can vote versus Barbatos and Rasul. So please be sure to come back to this video. It'll be within like the first 5 seconds. It should show up and vote on who do you think is better, Barbatos or Rasul. A lot of people are saying Barbatos. Quite a few people are also saying Rasul. So I'm really curious to know what everyone else has to say. At the end of the day though, I think Dib said it perfectly when you really shouldn't stress out because they're both really good attackers. It doesn't really matter. They're both insane at what they do. In terms of damage output, not including like monsters that can give themselves extra turn, like Xyla and Voltic, Barbatos and Rasul are some of the strongest in the whole game. Alright, sorry party. Try to figure that out and then I'm gonna be streaming later, so hopefully I can have you back on. And that is gonna be it for this stream. I think it was a pretty good stream. There was people defending both sides. I think I'm gonna do that suggestion where I am gonna on Discord. I'm gonna create 2 separate chat rooms to see what every single person likes, and then I can have you 2 guys debate and see what's better or what's worse, and we'll try that out. So let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me create a new image. I'm gonna be doing another stream later today. It's gonna be at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., which is 4 or 5 hours depending on what works best for me, and it is going to be another comparison series. And I'm doing this because I feel kind of bad that I haven't streamed like the whole last week. I pretty much took a break away from live streaming from YouTube. I wasn't even responding that much to comments. I tried to, but I just kind of needed a break. But I'm going to be doing episode 4 of the comparison series, and it is going to be, give me a second while I pause right here. It's going to be okay. Oh man, it was supposed to be full screen. We're going to be comparing Passion versus Shelinar. And I'm really curious to know what you guys have to say. So join me at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. I'll create the event later today. And that's pretty much going to be it. And also, because I know you're going to be watching this later, a huge thank you to my girlfriend who actually bought me a new microphone. It was recently our 4-year anniversary, so I know she's watching this, and I know this has nothing to do with Monster Legends, but thank you so much. And with that being said, like always, I hope everyone has a great amazing day or a great amazing night. Join us later, and remember to dream big and pursue your passions.